So, hello guys, my name is Sivi, and Mass Effect 3 is the first game I'm gonna play and see the end. Sivi. Soldier. Earthborn, of course. War hero.
I've already lost count of the days since they relieved me of duty. Strange how years of your life can just vanish in the blink of an eye. And in a flash, you've got nothing but time. Time to reflect on everything that's happened. Hard to believe it's been only a few years since this all began. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Kaidan Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof. Which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't take the chance. I had a mission to do, and an army of angry Rachni would be one more problem I didn't have time to deal with. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Kaidan was a good man, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Kaidan's death. We both knew this mission could be our last. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago. The Protheans had fought and died. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel, and we followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but Saren was done running. And I was done chasing it. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. Even with the Citadel back in my control, it took the combined fleets of humanity. The costs. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. But the Geth and Saren were just the beginning. The Reapers had other plans. A few months after the battle for the Citadel, while we were on patrol, we were attacked by an unknown vessel. Before we knew what was happening, we were disabled and forced to abandon ship. The Normandy was destroyed. Technically, I was as close to death as you can get. By the time my body was recovered, there wasn't much left. The pro-human group, Cerberus, acquired what was left of my body and spent the next 2 years rebuilding me. The person in charge of my recovery was a Cerberus agent, Miranda. But before I could be completely rehabilitated, the Cerberus facility we were in was attacked. In my condition, I should have died. We found Miranda, and we escaped. The Elusive Man lived up to his name, offering half answers to many of my questions. But he did explain why he had brought me back. And he explained that the Reapers had a new ally, an insectoid race called the Collectors, the ones who had attacked the Normandy 2 years earlier. Since that time, they'd been systematically abducting entire human colonies and taking place that no ships other than Collector ships ever returned. The Elusive Man wanted me to find out why humans were being abducted. And in return, Cerberus would outfit me with a rebuilt Normandy, weapons, and a skeleton as long as I agreed to take along Miranda, Jacob, and an illegal AI named Edie. I told the Elusive Man I wanted my own team, people I knew. He already had a list of individuals that he wanted. It was an interesting list. Ex-convicts, assassins, experimental scientists. In the end, it would take time and effort to recruit them all. And with more humans disappearing every day, I wasn't sure I should bother. I decided I needed all the help I could get. Recruiting the team took me all over the galaxy. Along the way, I met some old friends. They were quick for the rest, but keeping them from killing each other, they only had to stay alive long enough to complete the mission. I wasn't sure what difference it would make if they were happy doing it. But if we were going to survive this, our best chance. I tried to recruit. Worse, they had moved on. For 2 years, I was headed off on another suicide mission. If things were going to get better between us, it would take time. But I was running out of time. Maybe once the mission was over, we could try to reconnect. With most of the team recruited, we were getting close.
You know,
we just needed to figure out how to survive.
I only have played the half of this game,
We
I
ran
don't
in
know
knowing
what
it could be a trap.
will
We
be
had to try. What we found
after.
there was almost unbelievable. The Collectors weren't a new race at all. They were the slaves of the Reapers, and humans were the next target. The Collectors were abducting tens of thousands of humans for the Reapers. We had to escape before we could find out the secrets of humans. All we needed now was a way through the relay. We stole parts from a derelict Reaper to mask as soon as we had what we needed. But while I was away on a mission with the team, Joker and Edie did their best to fight them off. Jacob wanted to go immediately and rescue the crew. Edie and Miranda wanted more time to prepare before we attacked. We had everything we needed to get through the Omega-4 relay safely. Eventually, we were ready to go. We all knew this was likely a one-way ticket. The team was as ready as they could be, but they knew this could be our last day together. Tali came to my room to talk, share her thoughts. We spent the night together, comforting each other.
Only
The day of the
comforting?
attack, everything went as planned. At first, the Normandy made it safely through, as we scanned the wreckage of all the ships that had failed. Collector base. But this time, we were the Normandy sustained heavy. Made our way to their base. We knew the fighting inside would be
It's
brutal.
starting to get boring.
Eventually, we made it to the heart of the base. The collected humans had been dissolved. A massive human. We had no choice but to destroy it. The battle caused severe damage to the base, as I prepped explosives to finish the job. The Elusive Man. He wanted to study how the humans were transformed to use the technology of the Collectors to help defeat. I always suspected the Elusive Man had his own motives. We destroyed the base, completely. The mission was over, but we paid a price for our success. We lost almost half the team, but at least we were in the end, and we bought everyone just a little more. If only there was more time. The Reapers are still coming. I handed every piece of intel on the Collectors and I just hope they figure out what to do before time runs out.
Finally.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with two of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleets are mobilizing.
God help us all.
Commander, you're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important. What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
It's the Reapers. And we're not ready for them.
Of course.
Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. The shit you've done, any other soldier would have been tried, court-martialed, and discharged. It's your knowledge of the Reapers that kept that from happening.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson? Shepard.
Ashley? Lieutenant Commander? How'd it go in there?
I can never tell with them. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Lieutenant Commander?
You hadn't heard?
No. I'm a bit out of the loop these days.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
It's not like you learned the Reapers were coming and didn't tell me.
True enough.
Admiral,
Come on.
You know the commander.
I used to.
Yes, she knows. Maybe she has a crush on him.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
the reports coming in are unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Soul Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Then, how do we stop them?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
Each of us has to be willing to die to save humanity. Anything less, and they've already won.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? It couldn't be that close already.
How they get past our defenses?
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
What do we do?
The only thing we can. We fight, or we die.
We should get to the Normandy.
Oh my god.
Shepard! 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 Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Lieutenant Commander Williams, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have to contact me. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson out. They're massive. Come on, Shepard. Ashley's headed to the Normandy. They'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport. Let's move. Look out! How do you stop something so powerful? Take a running jump. It's farther than it looks. Come on, let's go. Come on. We'll have to go this way. Looks clear. Let's go. Lieutenant Commander, you read me. I'm patching in Shepard.
We're almost to the Normandy. I've got Lieutenant Vega with me, but we're taking heavy fire.
We're about 5 minutes. Husks! Take him out! Shoot him! I'm out of ammo. Come on, we gotta move. Have to take these things out the old-fashioned way. Don't let him grab you. Gotta find a way out of here.
I still have no ammo.
Watch it! Through this way. Hey. It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here. This is a goddamn mess. Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
It's hard enough fighting a war, but it's worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly. It's so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses. We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel? The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us. You sure about that? No, but you were a Council Spectre. That has to count for something. Grab some ammo. Reload. Let's keep moving. Lieutenant Commander Williams, we're inside of the spaceport. ETA 3 minutes.
We've made it to the Normandy, taking heavy fire. Oh god! They're gonna take down that dreadnought. Evasive maneuvers.
Lieutenant Commander, Ashley! Get there. Normandy, we're going to reroute. Do you copy? Normandy, come in. Friendlies. You two all right? Get down, they'll see you. Keep your head down. Nice shot. Finish them all. Shepard, over here. What happened here?
Our gunship was shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here. Come on. Let's get to that gunship. What the hell are those things? Normandy, this is Anderson. Do you read?
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Lieutenant! Damn it! I lost the signal.
Let's hope that beacon does its job.
And fast, we've got company. Hope they get there soon.
You and me both!
More of them.
Cavalry's here, gentlemen.
Finally, I ran out of ammo.
About time.
I ran out of ammo.
Let's go.
Welcome back, Shepard.
Thanks. Shepard.
Come on!
I'm not going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
We're in this fight together, Anderson.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander. You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
What the hell's going on? Where's Anderson? Where are we going? Hey!
We're leaving.
Leaving?
What's going on?
Anderson wants us to go to the Citadel, get help for the fight.
Bullshit, he wouldn't order us to leave.
We don't have a choice. Without help, this war's already over.
Forget it. Drop me off someplace, because I'm not leaving.
We're going to the Citadel. You want out, you can catch a ride back from there.
Commander,
Joker, that you?
alive and kicking. Got an emergency transmission from Admiral Hackett for you.
Patch it through.
Shepard, saying heavy losses. Force was overwhelming.
already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to Alliance outpost on Mars. While we lose control of the system.
Yes, sir.
I've been researching the Prothean archives with Dr. Tassoni. We found a way to stop the Reapers. The only way to stop them. Contact soon. Hack it out.
Joker, set a course for the Mars archives.
Mars? Roger that.
This is local.
Why Mars? What does he think we'll find there?
I don't know yet. But if it helps us win this war... Grab your gear.
I've been trying to reach Mars on secure channels. No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
Edie?
The base appears to be online. It's possible the inhabitants were evacuated.
We'll know soon enough. Be ready, Joker. Just in case.
Roger that. Normandy out.
We're almost there.
Still no contact from the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way. How long till it hits? Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy. Understood. Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Come on, Lieutenant. It's not that bad.
Doesn't mean it can't kill us.
I'm more worried about the war back on Earth, or the fact that nobody here is reporting in.
Fair enough. What's that? Holy shit. They're executing them.
So I had to use the sniper.
Clear shot. I know we're here now. Those guys were Cerberus, weren't they? Sure looked like it.
What's Cerberus doing here on Mars?
Good question.
You don't know?
I'm not with them anymore, Ash, if that's what you're asking. Look out! Doesn't look like they came here in force. Yeah, just a few vehicles.
Kinda suggests from the inside.
Seems likely.
You need a lot more men and firepower to take this place otherwise. I need a straight answer, Shepard.
About what?
Do you know anything about this? What is Cerberus doing here?
What makes you think I know what they're up to?
You worked for them. How am I supposed to believe you've cut all ties?
We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it.
They rebuilt you from scratch. They gave your ship, resources.
Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want. Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. I just...
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Ash. Trust me.
I do. It's just that...
It's Liara. The second Shepard girlfriend.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
You too, Liara.
I was so worried when the reports came in. I'm sorry about Earth.
Yeah. It was difficult to leave.
Ashley, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you'd know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here on Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We've got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the ship. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
They're getting closer. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us. I can use Singularity to draw them out. That's all of them.
Good. Let's find a way up.
They've sabotaged the elevator.
Look for another way up. This is a secure station. How did Cerberus get in?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
Shepard, take cover.
Whoa.
We'll need access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby.
They're all dead.
Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but...
Hey, did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivakare. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Headway's been locked out.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
Let me grab this first. A storm on Mars. Interesting.
What the hell?
Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint.
Commander, you read me? Barely. Storm's causing interference. Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position? I didn't read that. James, repeat.
This airlock shouldn't be open. Doesn't look like it was forced. No, you have to override security protocols. Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here. Looks like they died trying to claw their way out. This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
Flashlights.
What's our order? There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core. Check the next room. It's dark in there. Want me to shoot? Got the window? No, not unless you want to take a...
Some glasses can be broken.
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, looks like there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I think about my friends. Loved ones. What I'd lose if I failed.
Me too.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
I believe you. Or I believe that you believe. Maybe that's enough. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
Oh shit. Oh? Finally.
What's that smell? They just activated the decontamination protocols, with the staff still inside.
Do we have to go out there? Here.
This is where they studied the various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied. That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can
There
override
is
the
nothing
security
right.
station. It's just through here.
Look out!
No kidding.
Is that the only way in?
only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you! Get me out of here.
Damn it. Stay in cover, Shepard. Keep moving. Keep moving. The turret can't fire on us from here.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one. And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not completely. What if we could find a short-range transmitter, helmet to helmet?
And?
And then we convince them that we're with them, and the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Lieutenant Commander has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
She is jealous.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... Oh. Oh god. He looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. But they've definitely done something to him.
Engineered by Cerberus? They claim to stand for humanity, and they do this to their own people. That could have been you, Shepard. For all I knew, that's what Cerberus had done to you.
How can you compare me to that thing?
I don't know what you are. Not since they got their hands on you. Is it really you? Would you even know if they were controlling you somehow?
That's not fair, Ash.
I'm just talking out loud. I don't need you to answer. I doubt there's anything you could say to convince me. I guess I just need some time to get to know you again.
I'm the same person I always was. Time won't change that. But if that's what you need, I understand.
Thanks. For understanding.
You bet. Let's see if we can get that tram sent over here. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Elsie.
Understood.
Got it.
Here they come.
I hate it, guys. Oh, really?
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of pissed off Cerberus troops.
They put up a good fight. Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
Come on, let's go. Oh.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
With that data, I'll rid the galaxy of those machines once and for all.
Your vision is pathetically limited. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful. But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Go to hell.
Shepard,
What?
the data, it's not here.
It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it. How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey! Step away from the console. Now! She's got the data!
She's faster than she looks.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
There she is.
Stay on her.
She's getting away.
Watch out.
Over there. Down there.
James, you read me? Cerberus has the data. Radio to Normandy. Get them down here now.
Shit.
She's getting away. Damn it. James, Normandy, anybody.
I got this one.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
We need the data.
Ash! Let her go! Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.